It's 4:32. Right now, officials from the Federal Aviation Administration are investigating after a small plane crashes in Miami Township.
It happened after 10 last night in a field where southbound I-75 meets southbound side of I-675. Brooke Moore kicks off our live team coverage with what we've learned so far. This is our top story at 4:32.
We are live here on Byers Row. We're just off that field where the plane crashed. Obviously, we can't take you very close to the scene, but we will zoom in. You can see some flashing lights down there right now. There's some big questions left unanswered, like where this plane was coming from, where it was going. One thing we do know, though, is troopers say that pilot admitted he had been drinking. Check out this new video of the plane after it crashed, damaged and tangled in a mess of branches here. It was around 10 last night when troopers say the single-engine plane came flying from the west, heading towards the 675-75 interchange. For whatever reason, the plane hit a power line crossing the southbound ramp of 675. It came crashing down in an area full of leaves and branches between the ramp and 75 southbound. 911 calls came flooding in. Several people reported hearing an explosion, and officials had to search for the crash site for nearly a half an hour before finally discovering the downed plane. Shockingly, the passenger was able to walk around and even attempted to flag down troopers. The pilot and passenger were both taken to Kettering Medical Center, but troopers say their injuries were not life-threatening. And we asked those troopers about the fact that these two are both able to walk away from this kind of wreckage.
Pleasantly surprised. Obviously, we've crossed one ramp here, probably some minor county roads over the side, and obviously 75 is right over here. So of all the places that they could have put it down, they probably did the best that they could.
Even though the pilot did admit that he had been drinking, the FAA is still investigating. They aren't saying right now if that was the exact cause of the crash, and that troopers tell us that they're going to be out here later this morning when it becomes daylight, and then that way they can hopefully get a better idea of what happened here. Reporting live, I'm Brooke Moore, 2 News Today.
It's 4:34, and as that scene unfolded, Miamisburg, West Carrollton, and Miami Township police officers were flooded with emergency calls about residents seeing flashing lights and hearing some explosions. Several people also called our newsroom when they lost power. Dan Edwards continues our team coverage with what one man heard and saw last night. Dan, what can you tell us?
Well, Holly, obviously they're not sure exactly what caused this plane to go down, but they do know when it went down, it took some electric lines with it. And behind me, you see Autumn Woods, and they were the apartment complex that was most affected by this here at the Byers Benner Road area. At one point, we're told that 1,200 people were without power in the area, mainly affecting the Autumn Woods apartment complex. And within seconds of the crash, several people came outside to see what had caused their power outage.
I came out to a girl named Andrea. She said she saw 2 explosions. I assumed it was a power line going down or a transformer blowing up. Later assumed that someone told me a plane had gone down, but no confirmed reports. Then I walked over here to see what was going on.
So along with the FAA, DP&L crews were also out here working, and we're told about a handful of people now have power at this hour. Reporting live in Miamisburg, Dan Edwards, 2 News Today.